Welcome to Let's Get On With It Live. Welcome to Let's Get On With It sort of quasi-alive. I remain your host, man pulling out a D20 from a bag, just in case. I think it was back on the 18th, today is the 28th for the broadcaster. We started Might and Magic 8, Day of the Destroyer. We're on Stream 7, and based on our current situation and how much is left in the quest log, I believe we are in the end game. Whether I'll manage to finish this today, I of course cannot say. But I will take it as it comes. As a reminder, this playthrough is being done. It's not the first time I ever played Might and Magic 8, but the first time I ever played Might and Magic 8, I didn't get past Dagger Wound Island. The game, I found it dull. Unengaging. I had 6, I had 7. I had earlier Might and Magic games too. The limited edition CD. Not so fucking limited. Might and Magic 8 just didn't do it for me. So far the game, I feel kinda about it. It's been engrossing enough to keep playing, but let's just say that the opinion is still forming, and I do not believe I made a poor choice. When I first played this game, I don't know, 22 years back? Alright. Go ahead and throw this bone here. That's a 3. I do still have one VIP badge left to hand out. It could be yours! Before, the VIP thing is chucked to the side for good. So, I got 2 pre-Stream 7 saves. Note that, it is now not October, but March. That's all training there. You gonna sneeze or what, you motherfucker? It's 17, by the way. The characters are juiced up. I haven't spent the skill points, but they are full of levels. They're ready to throw down. And this area, by the way, the Archomage Championship chest, along with everything else, has reset. So I can get another Glomenthal. And of course, all of the money. As if I actually need all of that money. I have 500,000 in the bank. You can't even mouse over this and see how much money you have in the bank in this game. Fucking shitty UI design in Might and Magic 8 compared to 6 and 7. Unforgivable. Right, so Necromancer turned Lich is level 65. Thorn Understone, who hasn't been with us that long, is level 66. Blaze and Stormlance, who is actually old enough that you see some stat adjustments here, is in a different age bracket. Level 71. Kari Blackthorn is level 75, the highest level. She has been the character who started at level 50, who's been with us the longest. And Frederick Talamir, also level 65, has a bit more XP than the Necromancer. We have plenty of skill points to hand out. Note that Thorn Understone has over $1,000 in hit points. Lazen's got 815, Kari's got 381, Frederick Talamir 294, and the Lich Necromancer, what's a doodad, has 281. Health points wise, I feel pretty good about that as well. So skill point spending. I have a bonus magnifying my dark magic. I don't see why I'd go any other way. We could get some more meditation. But just give me that. Oh yeah. That is the stuff. And what the hell? We'll give ourselves another level of that. 684 to 712. Not too bad. I do not expect to be training again before the end of this game. Thorn Understone. Continue to put points into Mace Grandmaster. Chance to paralyze equal to skill. Sounds pretty good to me. Alright, 3 skill points left over. Whoop-de-doo. Blaze and Stormlands. I'm just continuing to have invest into Arms Master. I've ended up settling on 2 swords instead of... Well, he's got a lot of options. Tell you what. What is your... Yeah, that's beautiful. I don't even know where I want to spend these points. Why don't we just go ahead and chuck it on the swords anyway? Not gonna be able to Grandmaster of Swords, but I'll give us a little bit of an extra attack bonus. Kari here, I kind of have, like, awkwardly split into, like, bows, but also doing, like, some dagger stuff as well. She's also got magic things, too. She's got a lot of options here. There we go. Area Bitten Bow reduces the recovery time there. Well, no, I am still going. Congratulations. You've discovered it. And Frederick Talamir. I'm gonna keep putting points into light magic. I don't care about any of this other stuff with him. Ah, not an awkward odd number. I got a couple horseshoes, because this area reset. There we go. Problem solved. Operating at light magic 39. Operating at dark magic 36. Good stuff. That's the points. Those are the investments. That was that shown off there. You'll note that the campfires have also reappeared. And monsters have reappeared around here as well, because, like I said, the area reset. Inventories have been adjusted along with items being sold. I've got a bunch of potions prepared. When I say a bunch, I do mean primarily haste potions, but I also do have magic potions prepared as well. Restoring spell points. All my Lloyd's beacons have cleared out, just due to the length of training. I didn't bother, like, stopping between, like, training periods to reset those Lloyd's beacons. Another thing as well, I was curious how many obelisks I had gotten, because I hadn't really counted or paid much attention. And it looks like I've got some full messages. So let's go ahead and read that. The Unicorn King holds Old Thorn's key among his subjects, appears while the sun shines on Midsummer Day. Well, it's not Midsummer's Day right now. And frankly, I'm not too fussed about it. I can't imagine the reward being meaningful enough compared to all the other, like, the glut and glut and glut and glut and glut of treasure that we have gotten. Also, procured a few black potions, just from vendors after training. We have a pure intellect potion here for Thorn Understone. Congratulations, Thorn. We have a pure luck potion here for Blaze and Stormlance. We have a pure might and pure personality potion for our Dark Elf Patriarch. And we got this pure might potion for Frederick Talamir as well. Leaving the Lich, the only character who hasn't had one of those. Yet his might, with goodies equipped, is at 65. It helps that I have dunked the main character's head in barrels. Tons of barrels. There's even more barrels, too. The Smuggler's Cove that was on this map has restocked. I dipped my head in there just to see whether Aryan Hunter had anything different to say. He didn't, so I didn't bother, like, actually saving the results of me drinking from those barrels. We're good. There's a couple other barrels, or wells, that I could have drank from to adjust resistances. Yeah, that one's in Garrett Gorge. I can't be too fussed about it. Alright. So I did think about buffing in the pre-stream. But I did want to show off this stuff and just get a sense of how the characters are before I slap some buffs down. I also wanted to spend skill points on stream, too. Let's get cracking. First off, give me a Day of the Gods. That is potent. I could scour the world and start passing various challenges. I hadn't already done so with these characters. There's an extra 10 skill points I didn't account for right there. My goodness. You know, give you arms, Master. What the hell? There we go. Give you another level Sword Master. Give you a level Perception Master. And, I don't know, level that up a bit. There we go. But I don't feel like traveling to various places and actually going to scoop up those skill points. I don't think it's a big deal. We're just gonna move on. And if I find myself bereft of skill points and needing a little bit of an extra oomph, then I can go pursue those. We can certainly pass them. Give me an hour of power next. Haste actually lasting for 14 hours there. But we have some big potions too. Next up, preservation for everyone. Next up, a protection from magic for everyone. Don't even have to cast a Wizard Eye, but I will cast a Torchlight. Alright. Why don't you go ahead and give me a Lloyd's Beacon right here. That way I can just quickly fling myself to a temple. Scoop those up too while I'm at it. Alright.
Our sanctuary is open. A benediction.
It's time to throw down. Recovery time's there. Blazing Stormlance is actually below 30 with his ranged. Courtesy of this Long Seeker bow. Kari's down to 20 with her shots. I want to throw down some fire arrows. I never found, like, super cool daggers for Kari. Let's do that. This will make the enchantment permanent. It's fine. Everyone else has cool weapons of some kind. Alright. 173 to 188 damage. It's a beautiful thing. From the Conflux Key come a keening pitch which resonates through the crystal. A hidden depth is revealed, a passage that draws you with inexplicable attraction.
Adventure awaits.
Okay, let's adventure. I don't have too much trouble
I don't know.
mowing through spell points right here. We have some crystalline dragons and guardians.
Nice shot. I took him.
A lot of hate fell there on the Dark Elf. These kids drop any loot? They do.
Very weak.
Plus 35 resistance and regenerate hit points over time. Oh, the Phoenix Feather. Okay, neat. Can't exactly say I'm hurting for cash. A black potion of pure intellect. Oh my. I'm pretty sure everyone's already had one of those, so whatever. Champion Sword of Ice. Speed plus 19. Oh, we're finding some fancy items right now. Alright. You know, I also didn't cast my regenerations.
No match for me.
Let's throw some of those down, too.
No match for me.
expecting these enemies to break my shit, and I'm delighted that hasn't happened. One other thing that I'd like is a detect life. 1,293 hit points, must have been 1,300. Oh, we hacked through that pretty easily.
Huh.
Necrotic Wand of Distortion, Reverend Scepter of Earth, if I needed cash. We definitely get it here.
Ow!
Ow!
The hell is this thing over here? It's full of gold.
Very weak.
Berserker Belt. Might plus 100, immune to fear, accuracy minus 30, armor class minus 15. An experiment of the Blackshire Artificers Guild. This belt was designed to turn its wearer into the perfect warrior, mighty and fearless. No more were made when in field tests it became apparent that foolhardy and careless were not virtues of the perfect warrior. I think I'll find more valuable getting some extra armor class here on this Lich. There we go. Person with the lowest AC is now Kari Blackthorn, but I think we're about to make an adjustment here, because this character doesn't have a belt, and could use a belt. There we go. Definitely less accurate. That's still pretty potent accuracy. Not that much of a damage adjustment because we've got Day of the Gods rolling. But let's put that Berserker Belt on. Immune to fear. Get cracking. Alright. Get a shared life here. And you throw down a power cure.
Take that!
Yeah, take it.
Ow! Oh, yes!
I got an enemy behind me who sort of wandered back there.
Let's use it. Very weak.
Dragon Harpoon of Darkness, drain hit points from target, increased weapon speed. That's a pretty nice effect. That is a pretty nice effect. Like, the weapon speed doesn't matter so much, but, since we're good on that, the draining hit points from target thing doesn't sound too bad. It might, be worth me actually giving up Elson Rail here. And sure, what the hell.
Very weak.
Mix and match,
Very
right?
weak. Huh. Very weak.
We are resistant to paralysis, increased effect of all air spells. Okay. You got it. I accept.
Very weak. Tis but a scratch.
Uh-oh. 2 HP. Let's throw down a shared life.
No match for me.
What else do we
Very
have here? Don't think I would replace that with anything.
Very weak. Huh.
Armor class plus 23, that's pretty nifty.
Huh.
Intellect plus
Very
17,
weak.
alchemy skill plus 21. We're good.
Very weak.
And a divine intervention scroll. Oh my. Okay, that is a spell that I never bothered to pick up in Murmurwoods. Or did I? Nope, never bothered to pick it up.
I don't know.
A slaying potion? Nah. Yeah, that would be why I equipped that.
Very weak.
A draining, very potent. Gonna keep Blazin being a reservoir of HP for basically the rest of time. Alright, I am low on spell points, so what I'm gonna do here, I've been very cavalier with expending them, and see no reason why not to be. Give me a Lloyd's Beacon, right here. And what, that costs 30? I'm missing a few? Well, we'll just go ahead and jug this. I could town portal instead, but I got the damn thing. Let's go.
Our sanctuary is
A benediction. Blah, 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 blah. Renew that preservation. And off we go. Hello. How you doing? Ow. Alright, you can heal yourself then.
Ow! Watch it!
It has been watched.
Tis but a scratch.
Get over here, you.
Very weak.
Just nothing of real interest. Alright. Looks like we have some colored crystals over here. Whoa. Hi, friends. How you doing? Enjoying that paralysis that the troll is throwing down now and then. Good stuff. Blade of Mercy. Might plus 40, 4 to 10 points electrical damage, accuracy minus 40 necromancer. Though generally considered unfashionable among current necromantic customs, live sacrifice was once widely practiced. To reduce the cruelty inflicted on his victims, the necromancer Faradine the Merciful created a blade capable of bringing about a quicker and less suffered end. Is that what we consider this, a Blade of Mercy? Alright. Well, that would be something that the necromancer could equip if I bothered to have any points in, you know, weapon skills. I'm not too concerned. Neat. And, naturally, my Dark Elf can't equip it, because she's not a necromancer. Alright, we got a thing happening here, and I didn't recall seeing any sort of, like, letter of any kind. A crystal thing. Ferno, how's it going? I'm sorry, am I playing Simon Says? I am playing Simon Says. Damn. Fuck. Show me the pattern again. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Now. There we go. Oop. I didn't even see what the hell message that was, but damn it, I did it. I win Simon. Alright, let's try that again. Do you wish to leave Eschaton's crystal? Yes. Alright. We have Terror. We have Ether Knight. Ether Champion. Ether Lord. Fears and Terrors and nightmares. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I even did that while broadcasting. I'm such a pro. That's how good I am. Okay, very good. Immune to physical damage. Understood. Yep. We've learned a lot immediately. Alright. Good. Good. Okay. What are we gonna do with our newfound knowledge, Grimmeth? Or come up here. Hi. How's it going, everyone? We're gonna throw down a Lloyd's beacon. We're gonna set right here. Then we're just gonna soften up some enemies around here a little bit. With a little bit of
Scratch.
Armageddon.
Why should I know?
Don't be attacking me when I fling you up into the sky. That's rude. Don't do that. Show some respect. Okay, be respectful. Alright, there's our 4 Armageddons.
I don't know.
How's it feel to have 12 hit points, peasant? Yeah, you better be concerned, Fear and Terror. We already cast our 4. Yep. Alright, cool. Well, I think the next thing we're gonna do...
Ready!
How much does this cost us? 30?
Yes.
Yes. Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. You get your ass back here. You're like, nope, you can't break me. I can, and I will, and I just did. Alright, let's throw down. What you got? Nothing.
I've never seen
Until I leave this area, all these enemies will be softened up from the Armageddons I threw down. Again, very satisfying Armageddon compared to the sorrow that comes from it in Might Magic 6, that's for sure.
I got it! I got it!
Hey, stop moving. All right.
I got it!
You sure did.
Damn, I'm good.
Damn, I'm good.
Oh, yes.
Okay. These enemies will be a bit more of a hurdle. That's something I very much just want to fling magic on. We have planar overlords, plain guardians, plain overlords,
I don't know.
plain protectors, reskin behemoths. They probably break items, like they did, the behemoths did in Might Magic 7. Or be my guess. It looked like the fears and nightmares and terrors have a ranged option.
Wish I knew.
Doesn't look like these planar folk have a ranged option either, which definitely makes them inferior compared to those ruby, sapphire, crystalline dragons we were facing. So that's a design choice. Looks pretty ominous. Nothing's broken. No. Okay. Oh no, you got paralyzed.
Got it!
Oh man. How could this happen to you?
Damn, I'm good.
I was looking at the timer thinking about like emptying out my inventory and selling this stuff I've picked up. That would involve leaving the zone though.
Damn, I'm good.
Allowing all these enemies to be re-strengthened.
I wish I knew.
I guess that's fine. Look at how they flee from me. Alright. Well, we've gunned down quite a bit. I guess our work here could be done. For the moment. Give me a... Just give me a town portal. It's just more conveniently located in Alvar. It's not like I need the gold, but we're just emptying shit out.
How can we help you? Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Rarities from across the land. Business was a pleasure.
We carry only the finest.
You think item breaking is a completely
How can I
pointless
help
game
you today?
mechanic? I disagree about that. It certainly can be aggravating, though, to fix all items. At the end of the Might and Magic 6 playthrough I did earlier this month,
can
I
I
just
help you
gave
today?
everyone Repair Item Master. Yeah, there gives some value to hardened item potions for that. Although you can end up with a lot of items. I really haven't had problems with items breaking in Might and Magic 8. It hadn't been a hurdle. It's happened some, but not a big deal.
How can I help you today?
Rarities from across. Business was a pleasure.
What can we do for you?
Alright,
Go without.
not that Spellgrim. Try again. Okay. You can see all the enemies have come back to full HP. So I saw this over here. That's the prison of the Fire Lord. You know, I didn't mention it at the time last broadcast. But, we saw the names of the various, like, elemental lords as we dipped in all the planes last broadcast. I believe those are the elemental lord names that are shared during Might and Magic 2. It has been quite a few years since I played Might and Magic 2. Sort of a little reminiscent of Daggerfall. A giant sword? Indeed. Looks like a giant shield over there, too, I presume. Need to renew some stuff? Yeah. And let's just go ahead and start chucking and chugging haste potions. There we go. Although, it's possible whenever the haste spell effect wears off that I'll still be weakened anyway. I don't know. What's going on over here? Oh my. The Destroyer reigns from a macabre palace. What kind of being would choose to live inside the skull of a 400-foot-tall giant?
could get hurt.
Please.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying we couldn't get hurt. Just saying please.
The spell is ready.
Crushed.
Huh.
Swift Devilbone Bow, increased weapon speed? That's not really... I mean, yeah. Like, these two characters, I can't care, right? Would rather have this effect here for the extra 10 HP, right? The extra 10 AC? Yeah. I think so. Let's just start haphazardly flipping levers, chat room. I heard something open. I like the lighting in here. Not too bad.
I don't know.
Hello. Did I say that this game was based on... Heroes of Might and Magic games? Like, the entire series was a spin-off of, like, Might and Magic stuff. Like, 6, 7, and 8 take place on the world of Inrov. Heroes of Might and Magic 1, 2, and 3 also take place upon the world of Inrov. The closest we've come to seeing an ancient weapon thus far in this video game was the Obliterator Cannon on Regna Island. Okay. Keep exploring the outskirts here. No rush. Cross the threshold there.
Huh.
Certainly some fancy shit.
I have no idea what that
Man,
is.
I don't care about any of it, really. I just emptied the chest out. Ah, you know what? Tell you what. Those boots. Those are definitely an upgrade.
I have no idea.
Huh.
Here, learn what it is, then get rid of it.
I
Hello.
don't know. Damn, I'm good. Huh.
Okay, another switch. Flip and keep moving. And a conspicuous dead end. Not seeing anything too frightening from, like the collection and assortment of enemies we've been facing thus far.
Very weak.
Those fears, nightmares, and terrors that are immune to physical. I mean,
Very weak. Powerful this is.
it's a neat effect. Ring of Fusion of Water, Alchemy Skill +5, Intellect +40, Endurance -20. A lost relic of the Freehaven Alchemist Guild. Until its disappearance, this ring was the signet of the Guildmaster. Meant to be worn only during the mixing of the most powerful potions, for it drew much energy from the user. And I imagine, you know, during, like, official business. Given that it was a signet ring and all. Well, I guess I'll pick it up. I don't know whether I care enough to put it on. What would I replace? I feel like losing 10 HP on this character? Not really. I want to lose some of this delicious armor class? Not really. That doesn't really buff anything for me anyway. Like, water magic is not something I'm
Powerful this is.
using in, like, an attacking sense, so... we'll let it go, and as a matter of fact, I'll even leave a donation. Take that, and you take that. Enjoy. You are attacking from the wrong direction.
Oh, yes!
Nah, I don't think so, XSR. We only have so much inventory space. That's an 11. We rolled. Let's keep going. Do 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 do. All right, what do we have in here? Okay. What about here?
Very weak.
Wand of Implosion?
Very weak.
Sure, increases effect of all air spells. Already got that effect going. Although it is an amulet form, that's perfectly fine. You don't have that effect, and I mean, I guess, sure, you can put that ring on. What the hell? Anything interactable with these tall beds? That appear to be the case. Let's keep moving. Looks like I opened the outer door on that one. Excuse me. Timeout. Pardon me. This came with default. The user interface has not been adjusted from how the base game appears. GrayFace's patch comes with a user interface modification. I turned that off.
Very weak.
Sure, you can wear that instead. There we go. You can have that. The helmet I care about? Nah.
Very weak.
We'll take that. Don't think there's anything else in here that I want. Let's keep moving then. Do 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 do
Damn, I'm
do.
good.
Quiet in here. Music is on, yeah? Yeah, we've been hearing the music tracks at other times. Whatever. King can be quiet if it wants, I guess. Looks a bit more involved. Time out on that. Alright, that passage is open. I think change over with this, I don't know, spiral staircase? Alright, then I will take that path. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Here in Eschaton's Palace. Do-do-do-do. Let's go this dead-end way first. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Recast preservation. Start recasting, not resurrection, Grimmeth. Start throwing down some regenerations again to renew that. Okay. Just a straight up dead end, no switch or toggle over here. Alright. The quiet ambiance of here definitely is a striking contrast for the dungeon.
Very weak.
Okay. Well, alright then. Cool. Okay, let's start exploring these corners again. See whether anything else has changed. Also could be a circumstance where a path is opened that, like I have not realized has opened, because it was originally a closed door. So I end up not going in there. Looked a little odd. Whatever. Alright, this is opened up now. Trying to decipher what the hell that did. Gotta be one of those dungeons. You know what? I think I'm comfortable coming out here and saying this. Might and Magic 8 dungeons are more involved than Might and Magic 7 dungeons. They're certainly more intricate. And I think that's overall a good thing. Might and Magic 7 dungeons suffer from being a bit simplistic, overall. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the game sets the tone from the Dagger Wound Island, with the death trap of all things.
I got it!
Take that!
Looks like my spacebar mashing ended up getting that
Very
flip for
weak.
me. Yippee. Now, I can't really say that I super enjoy walking across the entire length of this to figure out what the hell I opened up and where I should go next. I'm not super enthused by that, but I don't hate it, I guess. Let's see whether this changed in here. That did not change. Torchlight did, though. That opened up. Did that open this up? It did not. Oh boy. So this isn't a puzzle. Well, not like a real, like, hard, use all your brain fruit puzzle so much as a, well, you did a thing, now go see what in the dungeon that changed. Been doing that in video games for a long time. Of course, if it does get more convoluted, I'll eventually realize that. That'll be good intel. Oh, hey. I got more convoluted. That's good. I already pushed the button here. Already opened and looted that. Hell, as a matter of fact, you can even have more treasure. It's yours. Pretty sure I already flipped that switch that was through the wall there. Let's go check. Yep. Yep, not flying 20 feet anymore. I'm also looking a bit down on the ground, as opposed to just eye level. I already combed through there, and I didn't see anything different. That door is open now. Great. Let's go see whether this thing changed over here. Do-do-do-do-do. It did. Do-do-do-do-do. That's not open, though. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That Simon Says thing, that was neat. I liked that. That was engaging. This really isn't engaging. It's pretty dull. I'm starting to mind it more now.
Go!
You like how the skull, like, curls, too? Like, all the facial expressions on the damn thing as well? Alright.
Very weak.
Increase effect of all air spells, okay, again.
Very weak.
Controller's War Mace of Ice.
Huh.
Necrotic Wand of Incineration. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I accept your Necrotic Wand of Incineration. I do not accept that mace. Get the hell out of my hand. Alright. So, that just led me to more treasure. Oh good, this door just opened. I'm glad I was pressing spacebar rapidly. Cool. Let's just keep going then. We'll go this way.
Go! Go!
Ow!
Long breaks between no fights. These enemies, don't really have a chance against me. They have been tested, and they have found real lacking. I don't feel like I've gone out of my way to, like, turbo level myself in this video game. It's been natural progression. Of, seeing much of what the game has to offer.
Oh, yes!
Yes, that did look odd. Thanks, Wizard Eye. Thanks, mapping system. It certainly is dependent on, your party composition. Alright. I couldn't say what that stuff has changed. Have ourselves a delightful table over here. Let's dance on the table. Alright, great. Okay. You know what? I have a plan. Why the fuck would I want to walk back here manually? Give me this damn Lloyd's beacon. Alright. I can't remember which one of the damn, spirals. External spirals I hadn't, like, opened yet. Let me go check those real quick.
Go!
This is the one, huh? I guess that would explain where the music went. But no, didn't, sliders are where they are. No crash. Grimmeth. Where is immersion? Okay, enemies.
Nice shot.
Just focus fire that cleric.
Very weak.
Didn't save you. But sure, whatever. Oh no, we're doing the bouncing thing again. Stop it. Stop it. Fine. I sense some small presence in this chamber. Greater than Nats, but so much less than myself. Where is it? Ah, there it is. What have we here? Some of the beings of Jadam? Yes. Destroy them? Surely within my rights, but no. It has been a slow millennia. Perhaps they will provide some diversion. Speak then, lower ones. What would you have of Eschaton, the Destroyer of Worlds? Who? I am Eschaton the Destroyer, also called Devil's Doom, the Spider in the Webgate, and Ruin. There are places where I am worshipped as a god, but to myself I think of myself only as a servant to my greater masters. Yeah, I see how humbly you think of yourself. Know, too, that I have brought the cataclysm to your world, which must be destroyed. It is a doom you have brought on yourselves by failing to eliminate the devil Kriegans from your realms. Did we? Checks world notes. My masters are those who created me. They gave me form and function. I have thus proven indestructible. I destroy worlds infested by Kriegans. Your world will be destroyed by the elemental forces that created it. The crystal in Jadam's central city compels those who live on the elemental planes to open their worlds onto yours. When their worlds meet at the crystal, the reaction will unleash irrepressible destruction across the lands, sky, and sea. All things living will live no longer. Alright. In the time since the silence, your world has lost knowledge of the Kriegans' origin. That they resemble the devils of myth has been enough for you, and indeed, devils is what most call them. The truth is they came from the beyond. That's what happened in Might and Magic 6, yes. Before they attacked us, my masters had no knowledge of them. The Kriegans infest our worlds, and spread if they can. It would seem in an endless universe that they could expand in another direction than ours. But they have not made this choice, so we must defend ourselves from them. Maybe they're expanding in all directions simultaneously. How much do we know of the Shivans? I mean, the Kriegans. Save the world. Yes, your world... Oh my goodness, I just looked over there in the right sidebar. Timeout. We are removing chat. Chat restrictions have been put in place. I mean, you can still chat in there just fine. But chat has been disabled for this stream. For the time being. Oh my god, I'm rubbing my hands in anticipation. I didn't think I would get to launch into one of my favorite sidebars. My TED Talk. Awesome. Yes, your world does need saving. The cataclysm, if not stopped, will destroy it utterly. A quandary for you. I, as bringer of the cataclysm, know how it can be ended. Further, I acknowledge that since there are no longer Kriegans on your world, it need not be destroyed. But as servant to my masters, I am compelled to let the cataclysm continue by not divulging my knowledge to you. That seems like a design failure, While you acknowledge the Kriegans are gone. Okay. Still, I will ask you some questions. Perhaps there is something for you in the answers. Riddles! I strongly dislike riddles. Alright. We'll save that for later. First, where does one serve to pay is not free to leave, but is free when one leaves? Okay. Pay is not free to leave, but it's free when one leaves. But go with prison. Prison. Yes, your answer seems to fit the riddle nicely. Perhaps that is the... What are you... No, that's cool. That's cool. We'll fit that into the TED Talk later. Alright. What is there when you enter a room and cannot be outside, though you leave the door open? We said outside there, so I think that it's going to be inside. The vagaries of language are many. Still, your answer seems to apply well to the question. That's more fuel for the fire. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so enthused, so excited. Please continue. A moon-colored box meant to be opened from the inside protects the sun-colored... This is another fucking egg answer. I have seen 34 different egg riddles in my life. I would judge that you've answered the riddles correctly. I hate you so much. I suppose in asking them to you, I have in some way helped you. As far as I and my nature are concerned, this is sufficient. As a reward for your performance, take the small bauble. I have more than one and therefore more than I require. And see, I can give it to you because I don't know you have the knowledge to use it. Okay. Cool. Great. Chat can come back on now. I can actually look back at chat. Hello, chat. Alright, let me read over here. J-Bard. There is a scroll in the Ravenshire Guild Library that tells you the answers? No shit. I only dipped in there once. I, like, clicked on a few things, my inventory was full, and then I ended up, like, loading the stuff anyway, and I just never bothered to go back in there. I'll have to take a look at that later. Alright. That makes me feel different about this. I guess that's neat, though, that the riddle answers are tucked away, like, in that place, if you bothered to go look. That's fine game design. Right. So, I strongly dislike riddles. This has come out before. This is not the first time I've expressed this to my viewers. My primary dislike of riddles is that they are language dependent. They depend upon you, like, understanding, like, not just denotations of words, but the connotations as well. Both a literal meaning and a flexible meaning. Eschaton himself is all like, well, I guess that could fit. Yeah, perhaps that might be the answer. Yes, well, ha 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 ha. So, like, riddles as a result can end up being exclusionary there, depending on, like, the gulf or gap, like, the person answering the riddle has with the person asking the riddle. Another reason I strongly dislike riddles is because you are dependent upon the riddle asker and being upfront with you, and while might be trying to manipulate or deceive you, not change the answer. Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass comes to mind. What weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of dogs? Maybe you don't know the measurements. And you say, well, okay, dogs are heavier than feathers. Like, no. No, they weigh the same. It's a pound, and it's a pound. It's unit of measurement. You might not know it, but come on. Like, okay, fine. They weigh the same. No, I'm pretty sure that a dog pound, with all the dogs inside it, even if you just took one, weighs more than a pound of feathers. Or also if you choose, you know, like, okay, then a pound of dogs weighs more. A pound of feathers. Like, no matter what you pick, the answer is wrong. And so that's what you're dependent on when you get into a riddle game with someone, is that, they might not be upfront with you on you actually getting the correct answer. I could continue to blow V8 and shoot through the stars into the sun, which is also a star, so I hear, about riddles. And I think I will a little bit longer. I have endured riddles as someone who's played 80s and 90s video games. I was also a sickly child, and so had books that went through a lot of, like, brain teasers and sort of, like, mind puzzles, and a little bit of riddles as well, but more along the lines of, okay, like, someone who gets shot in the vehicle outside, broad daylight. There's no marks on, like, the windshield, no hole, like, perforated, like, the car door. You know, I'm just sort of, like, summarizing one example here, but so how did this person end up dying, like, in the vehicle? And it's because the person, like, the vehicle they were sitting in is a convertible. And so the roof was down in the vehicle, and someone just fucking shot down into them while they were sitting in the vehicle, and didn't damage, like, the windows or the doors at all. Just boom, right there. But you might not think about the fact that it's a convertible, for example. You know, shit like that. Some of it can be fun. I went through it a lot as a kid, so I find it more grating. And riddles are just the epitome of that. Every time, like, in a video game or in a novel, like, oh, it's time to play a riddle game, or like a TV show, Are You Afraid of the Dark comes to mind, example of that. I'm like, whoop-de-fucking-do. And just because I can do riddles, like, doesn't mean I enjoy them. For example, the egg thing. There's a lot of egg riddles out there. Anyway, cool. That was the end of my soliloquy. Oh man, I didn't even think about them constructed in, like, the different, like, language releases of Might and Magic 8 Day of the Destroyer. That's it. Strongly dislike them. But, there's a lot of things we do in life that we dislike or strongly dislike, and yet must work through anyway. Don't worry about it, Shaman. It's because I had the Pontificator window minimized. In a situation where, like, Eschaton here, as, like, you're answering it, is like, I mean, perhaps it's right, but I bet if I typed in some answer that wouldn't be it, but was similar, like, what if I put in jail instead of prison, right? My masters have made me a holder, not a giver of knowledge. Still, perhaps you have given yourself knowledge through my questions. I have given you all the questions I will, so you must look at what you have. Perhaps you should question the answers. A prison implies a prisoner. Who? Inside. Inside a what? And egg. And egg? What kind of egg? A bird's egg? Perhaps something like an egg. Oh, your dragon? Wasn't my dragon. Was an NPC adventurer who's not in the party. Too powerful. Okay. Well, anyway. We have a ring of keys. Both the keys and ring are made of a metal you've never encountered before. The gemstones are set in the keyhead. Gemstones set in the keyheads are familiar to you. They are elemental heartstones like those incorporated in the conflux key Xanthor made you. Okay. Well, what that says to me is we're gonna go free the elemental lords now. Cool.
Our sanctuary is open to...
While I'm here, let's recast Fly and go look at the library. As crit error noted. That was easier to do than me doing Balthazar Lair without reading the fucking note I already had on hand. Okay. Page torn from a book. Answer section. Riddles, page 56. 15 ducks. The troll's grandmother, prison. Riddles, page 57. Egg. The chicken was upside down. Wasp jelly on a cracker. Riddles, page 58. Ogre feet inside. They made soup. Okay. Alright. Sure. Whatever. Okay. By the way, here's my chest of goods. Even if they all vanish, it's not a big deal. Items that are super quest essential, I can just ask the Oracle for. I just gotta figure out how the hell to get out of here. Alright. Anything I want to recast? Preservation. Anything else I want to recast? No. We'll see, when that haste wears off, whether we go, to weakness, even though each of the characters has a separate waste effect on them? Yeah. Go here. Okay. Let's rescue the elemental lords. Or try to. Like how I cast that torchlight expecting as if it was gonna light the sun and moon and stars. Could have been. Could have been. There was that prophecy. Well, that looks egg-shaped. Yeah, you could interpret it as an egg. Though the air temperature is quite warm, this pot of ice does not melt. The elemental power of water magic swirls about it, keeping it winter cold. Ugh. I'm fantasizing about that temperature
smell?
right now. Oh, winter cold. Baby, say it slow. And yes, we did get weakened. This motherfucking video game. Reading Ultima Phoenix's words there. Okay. Let's cure this then, I guess. Anyway, where were we? Oh, water elementals. Yes. I mean, it makes sense that they'd be in here, but also... oof. What the hell ever, right? As if that's going to stop me. That's a 9, by the way. Look at Blazen's HP just roll right back in. That's good stuff.
Oh, yes!
Oh, yes!
Got that one.
These damn enemies! Fucking sit still! This is not a racetrack. Oh, hey now. Hey now. Hey. Blazin', it's time for you to get more hit points for everyone.
I got it!
I said more, not less. Alright.
Very weak.
I'm supposed to care about any of these items?
I have no idea.
There's no
what it
room.
has.
Very weak. Huh. Huh.
Because I don't.
Very weak.
Excuse me? You left me this shitty leather? In this prison for the elemental lord of fire? Why? Why are these items even here? It's supposed to be like a prison. Whatever, doesn't matter. Something something immersion.
Very weak. Huh.
Alright. Well, that happened. Free me quickly. I have survived so far, but it is only a matter of time before I am extinguished. Free at last. My torment is over, but what of my subjects? I know the destroyer has been compelled to a terrible task. My presence will soothe... That's fine, whatever. Them. I must go. I must. Farewell. Farewell, friends. Goldman! Alright. Well, that seemed pretty simple. A fly spell. It's because the Lich fell unconscious. That's what happened. Right. Okay. Let's go find another prison now. How we doing here on XP? Pretty good. Do some drive-by shooting. Enemies around here just aren't very potent. The magic power of Earth whirls around this cocoon, like encasement of earth and rock. A cry of torment like a dying wind issues from within. Okay. Hobby is dungeon
Get
design.
hurt.
Okay. Everyone needs a hobby.
I got it!
Do 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 do. Hello. Uh-oh. Earth Elemental! Oh, you gotta go.
No.
I got it!
More concerned about that than any of this other shit. No, 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 no. This won't do. Get out of here.
Repair complete.
Repair that, please. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Is that a normal merchantman's hat? Why? A philosopher's stone. That's neat.
Very weak.
Waste of my time.
Very weak.
Very weak indeed. Do not need more money. Look at how much... Look at how much gold I have on hand. We're good. Oh boy. Nope. Come on down.
Yes. Nice shot. Ow.
Who is there? Am I finally to be released? Thank you for releasing me. I go now to restore order to my realm and to do what I can for yours. Know that Shalwind, Lord of Air, holds you in his favor. Farewell. Alright. Well, that's a second elemental lord. 2 more. What was this way? Enemies. Are we being invaded?
Damn, I'm good.
Strongly consider death. Have you accepted death?
No match for me. Ow.
Alright. What you got?
Very weak. Very weak. Huh. Very. Huh.
The hell is with this crud?
Huh.
Slaying potion? Sure, whatever. I'll sell it. Fine. Maybe I'll sell it.
Very weak.
Do not care.
Very weak.
That's fine, I guess. Alright. Do 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 do. I could just take a Lloyd's beacon back out to, well, outside. You know what? Fine. Why not stack even more gold? That's what we're missing. Money. Not that merchant man hat, though. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Yeah! 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 We could stand to do with a refill, I guess. Recast preservation. Everyone, take a potion. Take one down, you pass it around. Great. All these magic potions I have prepared to quickly restore spell points don't appear to have been necessary. Not that I put much effort into preparing them anyway.
Our sanctuary is open to a benediction to you.
Alright. Strike the flame between planes. I don't know, if nothing else, Get tasked as, like, trainers for other heroes. Could be, like, repairers, master repairers, able to repair anything. Before silence, after silence, made with the Heavenly Forge, what the hell ever. The Might and Magic 6 party, I just accumulated so much wealth there, because I thought training prices were going to be worse than what they were, and I ended up with, like, 1.5 million gold. I can't even recall the... Like, I must have TPK'd since the first dungeon. I just didn't recall. Like, a time where I've been such, like, dire straits, I TPK'd. That doesn't, like, directly translate to wealth, but of course you do lose money with death. Except if it's in the bank. The maelstrom energies of air magic hold together an egg of cloud mist. You can hear a faint but clearly angry howling coming from the strange structure. Hi. Oh, did you get paralyzed?
Ow!
I hate it for you. Speaking of hate it for you.
Let's get out of here!
This is how this prison works. Okay. I hate it for me, too. Get over here. I will turn turn-based mode on just so you stop moving, so I can shoot you.
Damn, I'm good.
Alright. God forbid I be able to fly in here. Oh, you're actually kind enough to engage me in melee combat? It's thoughtful of you. Don't make me cast the jump spell. Help. Alright. Just think of it like the final dungeon in Daggerfall, Grimmeth. Except that I could levitate in that dungeon. Maybe you want to save? You know, or maybe just not fall. Just rely on the finicky jump mechanics of this game. Damn, I'm good. Dragon is a critical skill. Ah, mortals, good. You are not of my tormentors. Release me from this place. I will not harm you. I am free. Now will he who was fool enough to jail me, this destroyer, feel my wrath. That I, the Lord of Earth, am called Gralkor the Cruel is no mistake. The suffering I have felt will be his returned in multitudes. Glad you won't hurt me. Have a nice vengeance, I guess. Cannot be fussed to kill those behemoths. They're down there in the pit.
Now let's get out of here.
Whatever. Moving on with my life. No, it's necessary, Tangled String. It has to return the elemental plane. Has to restore the balance. Those are the rules. Do not be alarmed. Forces of fire magic heat the cylinder of iron to red-hot heat. The hiss of steam makes you wonder if the thing is full of boiling water. Cool. Right. I mean, if you...
No, come on, let's go in!
You could not release Archibald in Might Magic 6. But then you don't get the spell. And then fucking Inroth and its moon are obliterated.
I got it!
Well, we got that one.
Where the hell you think you're going, huh? Okay. So this place is already harder. I like it.
I don't know.
Wanna get over here? There you go. Be stupid.
No match for me.
In this economy, what's a destroyer supposed to do without destroying?
Very weak. Huh.
I have no more room. I have no idea what that is.
Well, Princess, you see, when two magic items love each other very much...
There's no room.
That was a
There's
little
no room.
condescending on my part.
Very weak. Who knows? I don't. Very weak. Huh.
Alright, so anyway. Sure, we'll pick those up. Gotta leave some treasure for the next group of adventurers, right? Listen, are you gonna come over here or not? Oh.
Ow.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Stupid answer, but good answer. Hello. I paralyzed fear.
Ready. Watch it.
Excuse me, Terror.
Ow.
I know I paralyzed you too. And I told Terror to die, and it did. Mission accomplished. I thought I told you not to cast that spell anymore. Alright. Not really sure why these elementals are going around, like, scooping up loot, too. Or where they're pulling it from, but whatever. They're allowed to have fun, too, I guess. Ether Lords, maybe they need a hobby? I don't fucking know. Help me, I have been able to live thus far, but for how much longer can I? The Destroyer is a fitting moniker for one who would imprison me in such a fashion. If it were not for you, I, Lord of Water, would have soon perished. My passing would have had an unbalancing effect across all the planes. Thank you. I go now to gather with the other lords. Together we will set things right. Be warned. Our actions will destabilize the Crystal Gateway. Leave now for your home, lest you be trapped here forever. Inform Xanthor of what has happened here. Farewell. Okay. I was gonna go visit Eschaton one final time. See whether he would say anything different. I don't think he will.
Very weak.
Sounds like our work is done, though.
I don't know.
Please, we have Town Portal. I know, right? What's this?
Yes.
You think you can come at the king?
Ready.
I will spark you and paralyze you, Fear. Look at that. Fear's dead. It's what we do to Fear, chat room. Don't take shit from Fear. Don't let it pass through you. The Benny Gesserit didn't know what the hell they were talking about. You fucking slay that shit.
Very weak. Very weak.
Spell points on Plate Harbor.
Very weak.
That dumb thing, I'm still not picking it up. Go to hell.
My pack is full.
Alright, well. That was certainly the most challenging of them, just due to the damage floor. Alright, well. Ellie Lords, yay. Hey, bud. Ah, the Natlings are returned. I must consider why I allow them their continued existence, but this I will do some other time. Speak then while you still may, puny ones. Okay. On you... Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. On your world, they speak of a silence which has lasted for 1,000 years or more. I am old beyond that, and my masters are ancient to me. There are more worlds than yours, a myriad of them. These worlds were once held in a great web whose threads could be traversed like bridges over rivers. What you call the silence was marked by the breaking of the web which was built by my masters. At one time, my ancient masters were caretakers of more worlds, and there are apples in a bushel. Before the Kriegans, before the silence, they were worlds of wonder. My masters were kings and queens of a golden civilization. I was made not because I was needed, but because I could be made. Because I could be made, a protector of that which needed no protection. A symbol of might to a mighty people. But now, and for a millennium, the Kriegan blight has eaten away the splendor of the worlds, and so have my masters fallen. They are warlords and generals, and I am their greatest soldier. My masters are those who created me. They gave me form and function. I thus proven it. We've heard that before. My masters, afraid the Kriegans would learn ways to corrupt me, have made me incorruptible. Oh, that's... yeah, that's reassuring. I am unable to undo the convocation of Cataclysm once it has been performed. This command of theirs is part of my very being. I am powerless but to obey. Okay. The convocation of Cataclysm, as powerful as it is, cannot of itself destroy a world. Each of the elemental planes is ruled by a lord. These lords can fight the compulsion placed on their lesser subjects. For this reason, I have removed the lords from their realms. They are my guests for the time being. Once the Cataclysm has run its course, I will return them so that they might rebuild your realm and theirs. Your world will be destroyed by the elemental forces that created it. The crystal in Judam Central City compels those who... yeah, we heard that as well. Or maybe we didn't. Whatever. The Cataclysm was brought into being when I performed the ritual convocation of Cataclysm, which brought into being the crystal. As a weapon of last resort created by my masters to defend themselves against Kriegans. I do have other weapons, and when I became aware of the Kriegans' infestation on your world, I deemed the use of ultimate force necessary. I get it. Yeah. You're the Inquisition, Exterminatus. Your world has fallen so far, it seems certain you would not be able to defend yourselves against my enemies. Though I underestimated your abilities and the Kriegans were ultimately destroyed, I still feel that I was right to err on the side of caution. I'm aware that the King and Queen of Enroth have rid your world of Kriegans. Still, your world is to be destroyed. Once I am called, I must perform the convocation. Once the convocation has begun, it must continue. I was called while Kriegans still lived on your world. It matters not that they were dust by the time I arrived. So there's, like, swapping between Kriegans and Kriegen. It's messing with my head a little. Both being used in, like, a plural fashion. If it were not for the Kriegans and the state of war they imposed, my masters could rebuild the web of worlds and lift what you call the silence. My masters have attempted to rebuild the web many times, but the Kriegans always destroy it. Now they have concluded the Kriegans must be entirely eliminated or the golden civilization will never rise again. It is to fulfill this purpose that I have been created. As far as I am able to feel such, I am amazed that your world was able to eliminate its Kriegan infestation. They are quite a bit more advanced than you. The King and Queen in Enroth must be strategists at the highest order. Too bad they were not able to finish their task sooner. If I could regret, I would regret having to needlessly annihilate your world. Listen here, you split infinitive motherfucker. In the times of the silence, your world has lost knowledge of the Kriegans' origin, that they resemble the W. Yes. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, fucking bye. I'm leaving now. See? That Earth Elemental Lord stepped over the building. It was very thoughtful and courteous of the Cruel One. Well. Final override sequence initiated.
Tell them I have failed.
You got it. I'll let the Krieg... yeah, we'll let the Kriegans know, too. Why not? And the Ancients. Don't fuck with the world of Enroth. Congratulations, Grimmeth the level 65 Lich. Excellent work. By thwarting the Destroyer of Worlds, you have pulled your world from the brink of unending oblivion. Not only may life continue, but a new peace reigns over Jadam. The mighty alliance you forged will see to the land's restoration and eventual prosperity. With it? The Merchants of Alvar. The Minotaurs of Balthazar Lair. The Dragons of Garrett Gorge. Will Charles Quixote finally be slain? Who knows? That cutscene, just complete bullshit. The Necromancers of Shadowspire. Oh well. They accomplished a lot, that's for sure. They can get on with rebuilding the world with the Elemental Lords. to rebuild the elemental planes. I don't fucking know. Our work here is done. Congratulations, adventurer. We hope that you've enjoyed in playing Might and Magic 8 as much as we did making it. We have saved the screen in your directory. You can print it out as proof of your accomplishment. Okay. Well, beat that pretty quick today. It's kind of like at the end of Might and Magic 6, where I was like, huh. Well, that ended fast. We can train up some levels. So, we have recovering the shield, which I think is in the Necromancer's lair. We have, like, delivering 2 more fire resistance potions. I think they're good. I think that quest is obsolete now. We have this. And then we have Find the Treasure of the Dread Pirate Stanley, which I figure correlates with, the obelisk, and may very well, like, correlate with this time vault over here. Which we cannot access.
It's locked.
We need a key. Alright. I won the game. Cool. Let me come back here, so we can do that. Is there anything else I left behind here? It's kind of conspicuous, that sword there. I'm just gonna take a closer look at that, and especially, you know, since it has something here when I right mouse button over it and that shield doesn't. Excuse you, enemies. I am super fucking busy right now. I know you're like, oh boy, Grimace here. Yay! I really appreciate the interest. Anyway, I'm going to keep living my life now. Let's go over here to the shield. Yoo-hoo!
I don't know.
You think these are kind of cute? Each their own? This looks kind of nifty. Does the palace-like entrance look any different? No. No, you can still walk in there. Is he still home? My immersion! I mean, I guess this is gone. Steph knows. I'm going to throw you off of a fucking cliff. The running idea, which has been announced, is that this correlates my running idea with the obelisk thing. I don't want a confirmation or not of it. It's the Vault of Time, and I imagine it's going to be a waste of my time. There we go. You're going to play Might and Magic 9. You will also be joined in throwing off the cliff. I have no interest or desire to play Might and Magic 9. Seems like a pretty unfun game. Never want to play it. The tomb, not the vault? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, I was in there. Like the first session. Big party at the Parliament Cliff? No, that doesn't sound interesting. I don't really feel like playing games a whole lot and saying, like, this is why I think they're bad or unfun. It's not really my motivation in life. Alright, I looked it up. And I will fling Stephdust off the cliff now. I get where the koi, comment came from now.
Our sanctuary is open to a benediction to you.
You understand how to play Arcomage? No one understands how to play Arcomage. You take that back. You didn't mean it. You must have misunderstood that you understood. Alright.
What's that strange smell?
I don't know.
How's it going? How you doing? The Might and Magic 7 bonus dungeon, not that I dipped my face into it last month, but I've shown it off before. There isn't much to it. The 6th one's pretty involved, and you can get there real early. Lots of goodies that can, like, bootstrap your way to power. The 7 one, of course, you can't access until the damn end of the game, really. 8 seems to be similar in that regard. No abuses of power.
I don't know.
Do I have someone who doesn't have, like, ID Monster? Cool.
I don't know.
Right, it doesn't matter. They still want to do that check every time you right mouse button something. Don't really care for, like, the textures in this place. Or, like, the height of it.
I've never seen one.
Never seen one before. Why should I know?
And they're playing this music track again.
Never seen one before.
I don't know.
As if I hadn't heard this enough.
Oh, that's an, I don't know. Never seen one before. Beats me. Beats me. Beats me.
So,
Beats me.
I think my final verdict on this game is that it's fine. I enjoy 6 and 7 more. 7 I enjoy the most.
Never seen one before.
I will give this game, like,
I've never seen one.
some credit over 7 for having, like, more intricate dungeon design. Sometimes it resulted in better dungeons, sometimes it resulted in worse dungeons. My least favorite dungeon remains the tomb, the Iron Sand Desert.
I've never seen one.
Where you go to deposit the troll ashes. The fights with Gogs in close quarters I'm fine with, but, like, this map system just wasn't made for that kind of layering that it wants to happen. And the squeaky doors. Now, I will say, running from point to point in Eschaton's, like, palace
I wish I
was
knew.
really dull.
I wish I knew.
Really, that entire final
I
area
wish I knew.
was a mixed bag.
Never seen one before.
Yeah, I'm packing a lot of power, but I wasn't seeing enemies that were doing, like, exotic shit, you know? Protection from magic doesn't save against everything in the universe. No, say, for example, being hit with an effect that reduces my spell points to 0.
Never seen one before.
I also thought that, Eschaton might have brought some more
Why should I know?
exotic
Never seen
things
one
than,
before.
like, crystalline forms and shapes.
Never seen one before. Never seen one before.
Like, the Destroyer just didn't have, like, a whole lot in, like, the arsenal. Other than a bunch of shit talk. It's kind of dull. Would have been nice to fight Eschaton directly. After all that smack. Say, this is what you get for your shitty, dumb riddles that you aren't certain about. Yeah, if there are any eradication of, like, enemies with effects in, like, Might and Magic 8, I just never ran into them. Of course, I have Protection from Magic Grand Mastered. So there was definitely instances of monster diversity in Might and Magic 8, but that lessened in a meaningful way as I got further into the game. Not like elementals are like a big whoop. Yeah, I don't even have like any like computer desks for these folks to work at. Might and Magic 8 did like a decent job of adding detail in various dungeons for like enemies to get caught on.
Never seen one before.
I wish I knew.
Carl Drown. What's that?
I've never seen one.
Where is it?
I've never seen one.
It's my office now. Do, 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 do. Also, not the first time I've walked around New World Computing office here. In my life.
I wish I knew. I've never
I'm
seen
using the
one.
opportunity for me to, like, fill in, like, any other blanks about how I feel about the video game. Would I play Might and Magic 8 again? Maybe?
I've never seen one.
But I might just want to spend that time playing the game that I find better. Or a game,
Wish I knew.
some other game I hadn't played in a long time, or...
Wish I knew.
I don't have any attachment to this video game from, like, a nostalgic perspective, and it wasn't compelling enough to me be like, yeah, I want to experience these mechanics
I've
again.
never seen one.
If I were to play this again, it would probably end up being snowballed in that merge mod.
Get out of my way.
the build your party thing, I thought that was neat. Start with one character, assemble a team. Not being able to move the starting character, like reposition them, I didn't like that so much. Is what it is, I suppose. What a fundamentally useless statement that was. I guess I will keep the stream going a little bit longer. Portal Balthazar lair here. This could be the quickest way for me to pass time. Yes, it's fine. Hello, hello everyone. Greetings, salutations. My torchlight's gone. Alright. I don't feel like guessing which fucking day in this month it is on. Let's look it up. Okay. We'll do that day. Thanks, Kane. Take care.
Here for instruction. Here for Well done. Well done. Here, well done. Here, well done. Here, well done.
Grimmeth, you have to travel there as well. You don't have, like, a beacon that will take you there. It's a good point.
Here for well done. Well done.
I hate when it makes sense like
Here,
that.
well done.
Alright. Welcome back.
I don't know.
Ah. Y'all are back. Fine. Idea. The opening in Ravenshore got removed. In the cinematic, it shows like those individual gates being blown up as well. I'm not sure. I'll go check. But you wouldn't be able to access the Grandmaster elemental teachers if that were so. But I definitely showed them getting blown up in the ending cinematic. Let me set a beacon here. Let me now recall to this beacon. Okay. That's not the correct spell, Grimmeth. I'm gonna need you to try that one again, buddy. Okay. So. Don't know how strong or sturdy this enemy's gonna be. Let's go to where I've seen unicorns. Hello, unicorns. I'm not in any rush. Chan. The answer is probably. Oh, there's a herd leader. That's... It's not a king, though. Just he lead a herd. It's different. There's a chest there. There's a couple chests there. We've looted those before in the past. A few herd leaders. Listen, you got a king down there? Or what? I am looking for king. Have you seen? I mean, it's your king.
I don't know.
Alright, fine. I'll go find some other unicorns to hang out with.
Oh, that's an,
No, I'm not going to Armageddon everything, because then I have to look at all the corpses. And sure, I could loot the corpses, but I wanted to see the Unicorn King moving about. Got petrified. Hey there! With your subjects, huh?
Why should I know?
With your subjects, huh? I'm good. Think I found the Unicorn King. I think it's fine. With your subjects, huh? Alright. It's not where I would have looked first. It's definitely not where I would have looked first. It's definitely not where I looked first. Whoop, okay. Emperor Thorn's key, the key you took from the Unicorn King's body. Neat. Alright, let's go see how much of a waste of time this is. It's not even a dungeon. Alright.
Powerful this is.
We have more ore scam. I have not delivered a single unit of ore in this video game, and I have no intention of doing so. We have 3 diamonds. We have a fireball scroll. We have thornbark.
Powerful this is.
We have elder axe. Might plus 20, swift, 6 to 12 points of cold damage minotaur. When the dark dwarves carved the first minotaur labyrinth of the heart of Mount Ashenbane, they forged this axe for the first herdmaster. Okay. It's fine.
Powerful this is.
Foul Fang, a dagger for vampires only. At conclusion of the Vampires' War, the Chalice Corbu exacted horrific retribution on his defeated enemy, Kaladin Fane. It is better for the world that knowledge of necromantic arts which render Fane body and soul of his living blade he is lost. And the Scepter of Kings, it's a mace. Provides generation of hit points and personality plus 40, so it's like a cleric thing. Alright. Uri Hasana, king of the Western Elves, also called the Drunken King, was deposed the day he carelessly misplaced his scepter of office while on a hunting trip. This proved to be the last blunder of an incapable ruler. His advisors relieved him of his crown and left him to fend for himself in the Howling Marsh. He was never seen again. This was the resolution of the 9 obelisks. The Unicorn King holds Old Thorn's key among his subjects. Appears while the sun shines on Midsummer's Day. It might not actually be, though, the treasure of the Dread Pirate Stanley. I'd actually roped it into that. And it does not appear to be the case. Or if it is, there's no, like, little quest jingle thing noting that it's all done. I thought all of those would be tethered together, and they were not. That was definitely the obelisk thing, though. Remaining quest log, obsolete, can't care, don't care. Too much money and treasure. I mean... Sure. If you were bereft of cash. I gotta say, this game's dungeons, particularly, those elemental planes, those castles, they are incredibly rewarding. They shower you with power. That's good stuff right there. Going to feel good to have. But as a consequence, anything else you could end up getting, it's like, whatever. Who cares? I don't need gold.
How can we help you?
I have over 1 million. I haven't even sold my inventory. There's a place you can transmute gems? Okay. What does that mean? Transmutation. If you're gonna go ahead and throw that in the chat, you might as well just keep going the rest of the way. Well, you do have the obelisk treasure that's in Dragon Sand, and that's definitely worth grabbing. Okay. Certainly didn't end up lacking for skill points in this run either. Not just due to how high level the character is, and I trained all that time just to pass the time. But, all these, like, varying, like, challenges I just never ended up visiting to scoop the skill points out of them. No, there's a place you can transmute gems that's hidden. That's neat. Certainly a place that I passed and thought was curious looking, but never bothered to investigate further. It's definitely something I would not have known on my own, having played through the entire game. You have anything different to say? You have conducted yourselves greatly. I must say I had my doubts about your abilities, but no longer. You are truly worthy of the praise that all lavish upon you. No, I don't think I'll be leaving when the Iron Fist continue their journey back to Enroth. Perhaps I will join with them in some years, but for now I find myself fascinated by these lands. Though it is destroyed, I would study the remains of the Crystal Gateway. Never in my knowledge has there been in this world an artifact of comparable power. Perhaps I will find some use for the Crystal Shards? No matter. Regardless when the Iron Fists go, they will go without me. Well, Iron Fists. They're already gone. How's the Alliance doing? You kids break up already and go back to your separate lairs? Hail, heroes of Jadam. I'm glad you've returned. I want to make it clear that the Merchant Guild has made this guild house permanently open to you. Now the crisis is over. The other council members have returned home. But they are gone. Goodwill prevails between us. The beginning of a new era of peace. We will see. Certainly it is a time of prosperity. Our caravans are already back in operation. Alright. Well, you're still hanging out here. That's nice. I'd go visit Sandro again, but he's such an obnoxious location. And, stuff in here never ended up resetting. I'm so glad this happened. New World Computing, this cannot be how you designed this. You cannot allow this dungeon to reset. You can't. You can't let this happen. That's bad design.
So, that's an,
Can't be. Just, by the purposes of the very story and lore, this cannot have happened.
we should leave.
Bad game. Bad. And yes, even though it shows these broken in the ending cinematic, you're allowed to travel back through them so that you can go visit the Grandmaster Elemental Magic Trainers. Another big disappointment, I brought this up earlier this stream, is that when the cinematic, just plays out when you ally with the dragons, you bring back the egg, like, yes, and it shows the dragons fucking dive-bombing, like, Quixote's keep. He's still there! I mean, you can't go in any of the other, like, buildings, like, behind the fortifications, but all the other Dragon Slayers, like, live outside and around there still, too. Griffith, you have to be able to access those skill trainers. Well, why the hell have the cool cinematic of... Aha! Yes, I've got my vengeance. They will pay now that I have the egg of my heir, yes. My child. And then nothing happens. Hell, you can even go deliver Ebenest. Like, whoop-de-doo. It's one thing for the instruction manual to be different from the video game because of, like, how that works, but the cinematics, if what they portray should, like, be accurate from, like, what actually is happening in the in-game world. Don't show it if it's not real. Yeah, Shadow Spire still has a daytime. That's a mindfuck. I remember mentioning that when I saw that happen. How is this not Endless Night? That was the thing! From the brazier, it got lit in the cinematic. Endless Night. It's not that difficult to render. You have a day-night cycle in the video game. Oh, boy. Trolls still live out by that ruined pit. I like that stuff, Nose. That's good. It's a good visual. Oh, man. Yeah, I certainly don't feel like I sided with the Necromancers.
Go!
But at least the UI doesn't change to be, either an atrocious black with red text, or a blinding blue. So I give credit to Might and Magic 8 for that. Because I don't think either of 7's, like, UI changes have aged well. And certainly as I've gotten older and become more light-sensitive, due to how my eyes have changed, yeah. Like, overall, like, there's, like, a fine, like, foundation for the video game, which has been built up through all the prior experience New World Computing had with making video games, on top of making video games with this engine. And there are enjoyable elements to it. Certainly with, like, the dungeon design, I was amused by there being a riddle game, even though I strongly dislike riddles. You know, stuff that harkens back to older dungeon crawls and older Might and Magic games. But I'm left not just discombobulated by the story, but my impact upon the world as a result of that story, and, like, the impact I feel should happen, like, as a result of those depictions. Like, so, what the hell was the point of me assembling the Alliance? It was so that this continent could be great and wondrous. I assemble the Alliance, but then Roland and Catherine Ironfist arrive, and they bring with them a sage. Like, they were just on their way back to Inroth, and they're like, oh hey, there's some stuff happening here in Jadam, and we heard about that. Like, what I needed was their sage. I didn't need the Alliance at all. Alliance was irrelevant. Just needed the sage to land by blowing up the Regnan fleet that was parked in front of their cannon, so that the sage could land, so they could go grab, like, some heart crystals, so that he could make a conflux key for me. So I could go through. That's what was needed. Yes, the prophecy. The prophecy that basically everyone forgot except for the Dark Elves. Like, what was the plan? Like, how was the Alliance going to solve problems in Save Christmas without the arrival of Mr. Dr. Sage MacGuffin? What would the solution have been? You telling me Sandro and Thant couldn't have, like, especially, like, some sort of great cool dragon come up with something? Yeah. Yeah. From, like, a broader lore perspective, like, I knew that the world of Inroth stopped existing. And so I thought there would be the seeds for it not existing planted by the end of this video game. But then the world got saved. But I also know that, like, Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Different. It's like, what? Yeah. So I walk away from the game, like, having, like, some confusion about, like, elements as rendered and depicted. Some frustration that the immersion and art direction didn't support the choices I had made. I'd probably feel better about it if the cutscenes themselves didn't depict. I did enjoy the little, like, cutscene vignettes, though. Those were nice to see throughout gameplay as you, like, made progress on the main quest line. That was cool. Dungeons, to varying degrees, I thought they were neat. Certainly reminiscent of a Might and Magic game, whereas Might and Magic 7's dungeons really aren't. They're, except for the Barrow Downs, they're fairly lackluster. Although it is my favorite game of, like, this, like, Might and Magic, like, group here, 6, 7, and 8. It definitely has a weakness there. Spellbook design, I thought the spells looked, like, cool in the book, even though, like, they worked. Like, I played Might and Magic 7, and that's how that went. How items are depicted in the inventory on the character models, didn't much care for that. Overall design of items, like gold, for example, didn't much care for that. I don't think the combat was balanced for having 5 party members. That was a question I had at the start of the series, and by the end there, I was mowing through things. Like, I had elemental magic, I had self magic, I had a knight just chopping things apart and healing up, I had a troll stunning and paralyzing enemies, and I had a dark elf to disarm everything, so I didn't even use telekinesis. And also had, like, elemental backup support. Like, I just... Like, that wasn't a contest, like those enemies. There wasn't enough cool shit the enemies did that made me go, oh no, that's a problem. Like, I don't need, like, Might and Magic 6 enemy glut. Just would have liked, like, you know, the enemies to have, like, some different powers, or, like, even, like, an enemy type that would have thrown out Dispel Magic would have significantly changed, sort of, like, that ending area. I'm at... You want to talk about what a Fear or Terror might have done? If suddenly... Bzz, and all my buffs are gone. And I'm like, well... That's unfortunate. I can still work through that fight just fine, but I won't have any of those buffs active. But no, none of that. No enemies, like, summoning, like, other enemies. That didn't happen. They could have done more with, like, the enemy powers. It's certainly been done in Might Magic 6 and 7, so there isn't an excuse on that front. So that's unfortunate. Enemies received an overall power downgrade in this game, whereas the player with a 5th party member receives an immense power upgrade. The hireling spots, yeah, those are powerful, sure. But compared to someone else, like, handling those things and leveling up, laying out damage or whatever it is the party needs, no. As I saw there. Anything else? Classes being, like, bound to, like, your class is Dark Elf, your class is Troll. I don't really care that much for that sort of, like, game design. That definitely harkens back to older, like, video games where it, like binds, like, race and class together as if, like, this is the one and only thing you could do in your life. There are also a number of other video games that limit, like, what you can do in access, like, based on your character's race. This just makes it so that, well, you're a vampire? Well, you kick ass with daggers. You can do self-magic. Just sort of... I don't much care for how, like, classes are depicted in this game. But as I said, I did enjoy, like, the NPC, like, set, like, you being able to, like, build your own party. I think that's cool. There was some incentive for me to swap out characters, not just for the main quest stuff, but, you know, I found characters that were more potent than who I had in the party. And so I was like, yeah, let's put them in. It wasn't just because I wanted to try them, but because, you know, they had the goods. My concern would end up being there, like, in further playthroughs, I would need some resilience, discipline, and not just rush for those characters. Now that I know what it takes to unlock them, why not beeline the level 50s? Or even some, you know, doesn't even have to be the level 50s, just strong people. That's kind of, yeah. The main quest stuff, like, overall wasn't too challenging. Which is fine. I remember when I got to the island of Regna, it was like, what is this? What are these enemies on Regna? These, like, I heard lots of horror stories about the terrifying potency of Regna. How is this a problem? You know what would have been cool is if I had to actually, like, fight and sink those damn warships. Like, while they're moving around, like, on the open water, and I have to, like, actually deal structural damage to them instead of them all being parked in front of some dumb obliterator cannon or what the hell ever. Was Archomage good in 8? The card changes were fine. We saw different cards. Some of them I thought were good, some of them I didn't find they were good. The AI using Switch, when it had a superior wall to me, was certainly a thing. Yeah, like having to hop from ship to ship, like that could have been made for fun. The idea of, like, combating in that circumstance is a 9. It was an improvement that the Archomage wins, like where you won, was noted down in the log. That was good design. There are only 11 taverns you had to win at instead of 13. That's what it is. The game world also, like, the continent of Jadam was also small. Like, lots of it took place not on the continent of Jadam, right? You have, like, these elemental portals. You have, like, between the planes. Jadam isn't a whole hell of a lot. I guess part of that could be just due to the devastation it suffered. So where the hell is everyone from Arathion Inrod? I know the Iron Fist just so happened to be in the neighborhood, but we have some other very powerful people in this world who could come solve this problem, you know? That's just it. Like, the world has a lot of really powerful forces on it already, as established in Heroes of Might and Magic 1, 2, 3, and Might and Magic 6 and 7. Though I suppose your light warriors in 7 have gone fucked off to the web. We still have the Heroes of Might and Magic, yeah, the heroes, like, the folks who saved the world in Might and Magic 6 still exist in the world. Probably. It's been a few decades. Come on! Like, I just don't feel like the world's actually in jeopardy. I guess that's my thing there. It's like, I'm not motivated or compelled by the story of Might and Magic 8 Day of the Destroyer. It's cool to be the player and have player agency. You know, you don't want to have the player feel too, like, weak or that they're not having an impact on the world. But, you know, if there's other, like, really powerful forces in the world, you know, they should be able to take action, too. Instead, it's like, well, all that elemental chaos and shit just happened? Guess I better keep fighting my enemy. Like, the Temple of the Sun is like, whoa, that's fucked up. But we gotta keep fighting the Necromancers. What's that? You want an alliance to try and save this place? No. We can't spare the time or energy. And the Necromancers are the exact same situation. The Dragons, I get, like, their motivation, right? The Dragon Slayers feel like they could take a break, too. But then again, those dumb bastards didn't even have ranged weapons. Yeah. Might Magic 6. Motivated by the story. Might Magic 7. Motivated by the story. Might Magic 8. So I go back to this game just being fine. Really turbocharged in power. Didn't even have, any ancient weapons, either. But damn if I didn't have a lot of artifacts and relics. Operating at a level 36 Dark Magic. Operating at a level 39 Light Magic. This level 71 champion here. With 39 Arms Master Grand. Just a weapon to drain hit points for target, which we found this stream. That was pretty good. And, like, what dragons became in Might and Magic 8? Like, just, yeah. I guess it's a neat touch that younger dragons have ranged weapons and older dragons don't. But then they just kind of turn to chumps. Oh well. That's definitely it, for Might and Magic 8. As noted, like, I have no strong compulsion to play this video game again. Unless I were to ever attempt the merge mod, which I could feel comfortable attempting, since I have now played this game to completion once. But as I have just recently played 7, 6, and 8, both 6 and 8 happened this month. 7 happened last month in one stream. I don't think that would happen anytime soon. If there were gonna be a Might and Magic game I would play, after this, it would be World of Zine, like 4 and 5 combined. Certainly not 9. Although a lot of folks, more than I really had prepared for in my life, have come in, like, asking about 9. Why play a bad game when I can play good games? But really, I'm probably done with, like, this style of game for some time. I have other things that I want to, like, spend my time playing, and then may tie into spending my time broadcasting. I'm glad that I went through this. I don't regret the time invested. But I would be reluctant to invest that time again in my Magic 8 Day of the Destroyer. Yeah, it was, I'm partly baffled by anyone who says it is their favorite game of the series, but then the baffling, like, kind of fades off, because I could see reasons why it could be your favorite, besides just nostalgia, besides it just being the one you played first. Those moments just don't appeal to me, overall. At GoldenEye, all anyone has to do is type, like, a video game into a search engine. You can even put it in a YouTube, like, search engine, and you will find playthroughs. You will find the action. Might and Magic games are not so obscure that no one has bothered to record or stream those things. And I've certainly gotten the refrain a bit over the 12 years I've been doing this in my life, but it's not you! And to that I would say, you're right, it's not me! Congratulations. Accept some diversity in your life. We don't have an exclusive relationship. See other people. I do. Alright, do I have anyone direct you folks to for whom I could vouch? Thought I'd be broadcasting longer today. I thought, kind of thought this ending would take longer. But I dragged this stream out much as I did, like, the end of 6. And I'm still just kind of...